So Alicia is not sure she has the energy to deal with breaking Poco, and we can't say that we blame her. She's got a lot else on her plate, and she's been hurt, and she doesn't, not by him, but by other horses, and she doesn't feel that she has the will and the determination to break him properly, to train him properly. And this is not an easy thing for her to admit, as you can see, because she has raised him from a baby. However, Alicia, think about this. If you continue to keep him because you feel guilty, but you don't get to the point where you can train him because really he's more than you can manage, you're actually doing him less of a favor than if you were to admit that you can't handle him and be brave, which you're being right now, very brave, and find the appropriate home for him where he can go on and lead a useful life. Because as we talked about in the beginning when I first started working with you with him, horses that don't behave themselves don't get good lives. So it would be better to find a situation or a new person for him who would break him properly and go on and use him. So, and you could stay in touch with him, stay in touch with them, you know.
He'd do better with somebody else, I know that.
Yeah. I'm thinking someone, you know, strong.
Yeah.
Or even like me. I mean, I don't think I would have trouble breaking him. I don't have the time to take him on, but nothing that he has done with me has made me feel that he's a loss or that he's evil. To me, he's just spoiled and he knows his strength. And the minute that you, like when I had that lunging session with him where I had to win, and I did,
yep,
that wasn't a big deal for me. You know, to me, he could have been so much worse. And after that session, I felt that we had a horse that we could definitely work with, and that it actually wasn't even going to be that difficult. But what happened is, when I went away, then you tried him on your own, and he pushed all your buttons, and you got frightened. And when you're frightened, it's impossible to think. So, and that led you to the next step, which is that you really physically don't have the time or resources to give him what he needs.
Nope. Maybe 5 years ago I could have done it.
Yeah. But he was 3 months old 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
But now it's like, I think of all the horses I've gotten hurt on and all the pain I live with every day with my back and everywhere else. And I say, it's not worth it. I have 1, 2, 3 horses I can get on and ride any day of the week.
Right. Exactly. I think those are the ones you should concentrate on. Yep. So what we have to do is figure out what to do with him. And of course that raises all kinds of issues. If we send him to an auction,
no,
he could end up being sold by the pound, which we're thinking you don't want. He could also end up with someone else who can't handle him, which would just mean more of a downhill spiral. So what we need to find for him is a home where somebody takes him knowing full well what his story is and what they're going to need to do. That, of course, means probably selling him for less money or giving him to someone. So how do you feel about those options?
I just want him to go where he's going to be.
So you're not in debt that you have to pay off by selling him for a certain amount of money or anything like that? No. Okay. All right. So then I think what my project now as the horse nanny is, I think to help you resolve this issue and for Poco to turn out the best too, is to see what I can do about finding him a good home. That would, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah. He needs to.
And then what we could do is we could check in on him. You know, maybe we'll find him some sort of good home.
Yep. Somebody
who's willing to take him on. And I don't feel hesitant about that at all, about finding someone for him. I really don't. I mean, it's going to take someone who's knowledgeable and determined and strong, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't think he's an evil horse. Some horses are so behaviorally damaged that they're just not going to be fixed. But I don't feel that about Poco. I feel that he just needs some consistent, steady, firm training, and then he'll be fine and go on to a very useful life. And then we could go visit him together.
That would be great.
Which would be a fantastic end to this Horse Nanny episode, really.
It would.
Yeah.
He's beautiful. He's smart. I'm just not the right one for him.
And he's not the right one for you at this moment.
Nope.
So, next chapter of this story is going to be how to find him a home.